Hi, I'm Farron Hipp. Welcome to Transit Works, brought to you by Palm Tran Public Transportation. Palm Tran is making a lot of changes to keep you safe and healthy while continuing to provide essential transit service during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, Palm Tran's Executive Director, Clint Forbes, is joining us now. Clint, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you, Farron. Happy to be here.
Yeah, it's nice to have you sitting down with us. I know you've been very busy because Palm Tran, I feel like it just hasn't really gotten a break from everything. The buses, Go Glades vehicles, Palm Tran Connection, they've all been operating throughout the pandemic. Why do they keep going?
Well, first, Farron, let me just tell you, I am enormously proud of all of our Palm Tran workers, particularly our frontline workers, our bus operators, our cleaners, our maintenance personnel, our supervisors. They are considered essential personnel. And that's defined under the Department of Homeland Security, essential personnel. So when crisis starts, we go to the front line. And so we are considered frontline employees. Many of our employees, such as fire, the nurses, the grocery store clerks, the transit workers were out there. And our service never stopped. And I'm just enormously proud of that because with our help, we provided access to many in this community of critical services such as groceries and medical. So we never stopped. We were there at the height of the COVID.
Yeah, a vital task that's upon you all. And here's the thing, for you all to be able to operate under such conditions, what extra steps did you have to take to ensure the safety not only for passengers, but for your staff as well?
Yeah, well, I always say that crisis breeds innovation. And I think not only in transit, but all in different industries, we all had to evolve with this new disease. And I'm just proud of the innovation and ingenuity that we have been able to implement at Palm Tran to help keep our community safe, to help keep our employees safe. So even pre-COVID, we were thinking about making sure that our vehicles and the community was clean and sanitized. We installed automated sanitizer dispenser machines on our vehicles. On every one of our vehicles, we have that now. But during the height of COVID, we took some initiatives to keep employees and our customers safe, which included really ramping up cleaning. And during night, when the buses are out of service, we have ramped up cleaning, almost a real deep clean of our buses and sanitizing the rails and the seats. But in service, when customers are actually boarding and alighting the vehicles, we have cleaners in the field, more than 25 spread throughout the entire bus network. And as customers alight the vehicles, our cleaners board the vehicles and they wipe down the rails and the seats and sanitize the seats. And it's helped build public confidence in our system during COVID that this system is safe and clean to use. In addition to that, we've followed many of the CDC guidelines to help mitigate the transmission of this disease, which includes social distancing. And so, a bus is where you gather. And our bus capacity is about 40 people per bus seated. And so we recognize that wouldn't follow CDC guidelines early on. And so what we did is we implemented bus limits on our buses where no more than 20 passengers or more, which created some challenges for some of our customers, but it's keeping everyone safe, including the bus operators. And so there are bus limits. We won't allow more than 20 people at a time on a bus. We also are having our customers board from the rear of the bus. So we've suspended fares, which provided some economic relief for many in our community during the pandemic. And as a result of suspending fares, we are allowing folks to board from the rear of the bus.
How long is that going to continue to be the case? I know you all, on the onset, had to make a lot of extra protocols. Do you foresee any of those kind of starting to ease a little bit?
Well, unfortunately, we will be reinstating fares very soon this month. But the mask requirement, boarding from the rear, you will begin to board from the front of the vehicle, because we installed what we call bus operator office doors. And they're like glass encased barriers that separates the bus operator from the customer, which is excellent for mitigating, transmission of droplets. And so that protects our bus operators from the customers and vice versa. So that's something that we're doing. The mask requirement won't be relaxed anytime soon. We recognize that with all of the evidence that's in the medical community, mask wearing and facial coverings are working. And so we do have a mask requirement if you ride our system. And I'm so proud of the community because we have near 100% compliance with that.
Wow.
So that won't change, but we will be reinstating fares on August 16th. Because all of our bus operator office doors are in place, and our customers can begin to board from the front of the vehicle again.
Now, I have seen a little bit of the feedback from passengers on social media when Palm Tran announced that they would be reinstating fares. A lot of passengers seemed like they were open and welcome for that because they've seen all that Palm Tran has done along the way, protecting them, keeping them safe, and still being able to provide this vital transportation. What happens if someone's waiting at a bus stop and it says that the bus is full? Is there an app or something that you all are developing, a way that they would know in advance?
Yeah, and so that's one of the challenges of putting some of these initiatives in place to help protect our customers and our employees, and that's bus limits. And so we have a lot of customers coming back to our transit system. Our ridership initially was about 80% down. It's now just about 16 to 17%. So customers are coming back to the system. We provide a vital service to this community. So that presents a challenge with our bus limits because sometimes there are more than 20 people waiting at a bus stop. And so unfortunately we would have to assign that bus as full and ask our customers to wait for the next bus. But they could access our mobile app to get information on the next bus. They can call our customer service information line. But it's something that we also are doing August 16th that will help mitigate this. And that is, we don't really want to leave customers behind. So we will, working with our operations team, have additional vehicles in the system to report if customers were left. And we'll, in short order, make sure that we go back and pick those customers up.
All right, we're running out of time here, but I do want to get one more quick question in for you. Palm Tran goes so many places. What's one of the top destinations that you've seen that people are always like, well, this is the stop I still got to make?
Well, wow. We cover this geographically large county, almost in all corners. And all of our community is paradise, right? It's all beautiful. So I don't want to be, partial to one part. But I mean, you can travel to Belle Glade. You can travel to the Palm Beach Gardens, the Gardens Mall. You can travel to the Boca Mall, Wellington Mall. You can now even travel to the Lake Worth Beach on Route 62. So we just cover so much of this community using our services. And our mission statement is access to opportunity for everyone. And when we do that, we want to do it safely, efficiently, and courteously.
Well, we can tell that you obviously have probably been taking advantage of a lot of these places because you just listed off a ton of different things that people could use and go to Palm Tran for. Clinton, thank you so much for being here with us. We really do appreciate it.
Welcome. Great to see you, Farron.
Thank you. And after this break, we still have more coming up. Palm Tran provides a unique service in the Glades region, and it's recently changed to serve you better. Find out about those enhancements right after this break. In a world with so much going on and such little time to do it, Palm Tran is here to help you. Download our new app for free. It's the one-stop shop to plan out your next trip, know which routes to take, even get real-time information about where your bus is this second. Plus, the new app can send push alerts to remind you when your ride is on the way. Look for our free app in the Apple Store and on Google Play. Download and get moving with Palm Tran.
We have a biological daughter.
But we have room in our hearts for one more.
My mom fostered children, and now so do I.
I want to be in a foster home with my brothers and sisters.
We believe in keeping siblings together.
We're already a committed family.
But what would make us complete is fostering a child.
I didn't stop needing a family just because I turned 15.
I can be the family that he needs.
Rechargeable batteries, especially lithium-ion batteries, are used to power our cell phones, cordless power tools, and even hoverboards. Unfortunately, they can also cause fires. Fires traced to lithium-ion batteries have been reported at recycling facilities nationwide. Please don't throw your rechargeable batteries in the garbage, and definitely don't put them in your recycle bin. Take your old batteries to one of the 7 SWA home chemical and recycling centers. Find yours at swa.org/HCRC.
Palm Tran takes you to Lake Worth Beach 7 days a week. Head to the Big Blue on Route 62. No worries about parking spots or fees. With the new Palm Tran Beach Bus, pack up your cooler, towels, and floaties and get dropped off just a few feet from the beach. Start your trip at any Palm Tran stop or free park and ride location. You can also take Route 62 to the mall at Wellington Green, the Wellington Regional Medical Center, Target, and more. Go to palmtran.org for route and schedule information.
All right, welcome back to Transit Works from Palm Tran Public Transportation. I'm Farron Hip. Go Glades. If you haven't heard of this one, it's a unique transportation service. It's available only in the Tri-Cities region. And here to tell us about that is the Interim Director of Operations, Chad Hockman. Welcome, Chad. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you, Farron.
All right, Chad, it's nice to have you on board because I think a lot of people still don't quite understand what Go Glades is. Tell us what it is, what's new about it.
All right. So Go Glades is a service that we run out in the Glades region, and it was a deviated fixed route, and we've transitioned it to a strictly dial-a-ride. So people can call in advance, 2 hours in advance, and we'll pick you up at your location and take you to your destination. You don't have to walk to a bus stop anymore. And we converted that all over due to the response to COVID. And it just made more sense because then we were able to socially distance the number of people we put on the buses.
Wow, so you social distance and you made it easier for everyone.
And we made it easier, right. Pick up at your location and take you to your destination.
You're the person everyone wants to hear from then, Chad. You got all the good responses. What's the phone number?
So the phone number, if you would like to call and make a reservation, is 561-649-9838.
I hope everyone had their pen handy with them.
Yes.
How much does it cost?
It costs $2 to ride, and it's fare free currently, but we're reinstating fares on August 16th.
Okay. What makes this different than from something like Uber or like a Lyft ride?
It's very similar to an Uber Lyft ride. However, it is a shared ride service. So when we pick you up at your location, we might stop and pick somebody else up along the way or be dropping someone else at their destination. But it works exactly like an Uber or a Lyft, just run by Palm Tran.
Okay. The Go Glades vehicles, they look like they're about the size of the connection vehicles. So can disabled riders still go on Go Glades? Is it only for disabled riders?
No, it's open to the general public and it's open to everybody. Those vehicles are ADA accessible, so they have the lifts in them, so they're equipped to handle all kinds of mobility devices, and so it makes it very convenient. So for everybody, anybody in the Glades region, you can call, you can get picked up at your location, taken to your destination. It doesn't matter. And yes, they do look like the connection vehicles, but they are not. They service everybody.
They're a little spiffy and blue.
They
too.
are.
They are. Okay. How is Go Glades helping the economy in that area as well, though?
This service has really been beneficial to be able to allow people to access shopping and medical appointments and then just move throughout the tri-state or the Tri-City region. And it really is unique to what we do here in Palm Beach County. So we're very excited about that. Plus, our operators who drive the service out there are all Glades residents.
Oh, cool. So you hired everyone locally out
Yes.
there. That's awesome. Tell us a little bit more about how Go Glades is made possible, because this is still a pilot project, correct?
It is. It was a pilot project that was funded by the Florida Department of Transportation and then operated with Palm Tran. So, and we were very fortunate to get that pilot project and to get the funding from FDOT. They actually provided the funding for the vehicles out there. So we bought 9 brand new vehicles and put those into service, and then we're able to fund the operations through there as well. So, ridership is really dependent on the success of the pilot project and to really scope where this is going to go in the future. So we need people out there riding.
That was going to be my next question for you. You just segue right into it. What's ridership been like, especially since you've changed so many things?
Well, it's very interesting since we changed this service from having to walk to a bus stop to complete dial-a-ride. This is the only service that we've seen during COVID that has actually increased in Palm Tran. Fixed Route had a reduction, Palm Tran Connection had a reduction, but then Go Glades has picked up. We're doing about 210 riders a day just in the Glades community alone.
Wow.
So this has been a huge success out there.
It is. That's so good to hear, Chad. In case anyone didn't have their pen ready, I know you have this number ready. What's the number to call again?
It's 561-649-9838.
You got that down pat. All right, Chad, thank you so much for being here. I know you're a busy person, but we sure appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and also we have some more good things coming up. We're going to tell you more about a really cool project in the way this fall for Palm Tran. We'll be right back. Palm Tran is introducing an easier way to find your bus. Up-to-the-minute information is as simple as a text message. Just text your bus stop number to the number 561-561. Finding out where your bus is, when it's coming, and where it can take you is all in the palm of your hand. Can you believe it's that easy? Real-time bus info when you text your stop number to 561-561.
Here, there, everywhere. There are so many ways you can recycle right in Palm Beach County. Just look for these specially marked containers at your local community and sporting events. Then, be sure to place the correct item in the appropriate cart. Give us a call at 866-NEW-BINS or visit swa.org/RR-events to see if we can help you make your next event a Recycle Right Spectacular.
There's a new type of traffic signal on Florida's roadways. It's the flashing yellow arrow, which allows a left turn with caution. You already know a green arrow means you can make a left turn. A solid yellow arrow means complete your left turn with caution, as the light will soon change. A solid red arrow means no left turns permitted. Now a flashing yellow arrow means it's okay to make a left turn if there's no oncoming traffic. Remember, oncoming traffic still has the green light. The flashing yellow arrow, allowing you safe and efficient travel in Florida.
Palm Tran takes you to Lake Worth Beach 7 days a week. Head to the Big Blue on Route 62. No worries about parking spots or fees. With the new Palm Tran Beach Bus, pack up your cooler, towels, and floaties and get dropped off just a few feet from the beach. Start your trip at any Palm Tran stop or free park and ride location. You can also take Route 62 to the mall at Wellington Green, the Wellington Regional Medical Center, Target, and more. Go to palmtran.org for route and schedule information.
Well, welcome back to Transit Works, brought to you by Palm Tran Public Transportation. Palm Tran is constantly finding more efficient ways to get you where you need to go. And here to tell us more about that, we have our senior transit planner, Anna Biloska. Welcome, Anna. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you, Farron.
Anna, as soon as we hear transit and planning, we know there's a lot that goes into that. So explain for me a little bit, what exactly is it that you do?
Absolutely, Farron. So in Palm Tran planning, we do a lot of analysis on the routes, and we work with the communities in Palm Beach County to, get our residents to the destinations they want to go to.
So you're able to kind of figure out where the hot spots are for where you have the most riders, where do they want to go most, kind of thing?
Absolutely. So what we do is we attend community meetings, we do surveys to gather feedback from our riders and county residents. And we also do a lot of studies. We lead a lot of corridor studies and do transit development plans to determine what type of services we need in the county in the future.
Nice. And I've heard that actually some of the members of the executive team will also go do some of those rides themselves, and you all take time out to go on the rides or the routes? What's that?
Yes, we do go on the routes, and we talk to our riders, to get their feedback.
What are some of the things that you get to hear from them?
Well, we want improved frequency, we want more span of service, all kinds of things.
So where does Palm Tran go?
Palm Tran goes to numerous locations in Palm Beach County. We go to the malls, such as Boca Town Center, Boynton Beach Mall, Palm Beach Gardens Mall. We go to other shopping centers, tri-rail stations, hospitals like Palms West and Wellington Regional. We have 2,900 bus stops in the county, so there's always a bus stop close to you.
And I know there are a ton of different routes. Clinton mentioned a few of those that he was very fond of, but Route 62, that's the one that has gotten the most buzz this year. That's the new one that goes to the beach. Tell us more about that one.
Route 62 was extended to the beach, east to the beach, in January of 2020. So we are very excited, about that service enhancement. This was possible because the city of Lake Worth Beach did curb and street improvements in that location, and operations for the extension are funded by Palm Beach County and Palm Tran. The route comes every 20 minutes, so grab your beach items and forget about the parking hassles and, enjoy your day at the beach.
Nice. I think I saw some pictures on social of people with their beach balls going into one of the Palm Tran buses. Have you been on the bus? Is it pretty active going in there?
I have been on the bus. I did not take it to the beach. And it's also important to note that Route 62 serves other locations besides Lake Worth Beach. We serve the mall at Wellington Green, Target, and numerous shopping centers along the route, along Lake Worth Road.
All right, have there been any other recent improvements that you all have been working on?
Yes, we extended Route 63 to Vista Center at 2300 Jog Road. This allows a lot of our riders to access the government services there. We also did a lot of frequency improvements on other routes, including Route 31, Route 46, and Route 61.
Okay, when you say frequency improvements, for those that may not know, what exactly does that mean?
How many times the bus stop comes to your stop per hour.
Nice. And is that something that you all kind of found out that more riders wanted based on some of the surveys and things?
Absolutely. So, improving frequency improves our ridership.
So, Anna, there's a lot of people that have just never actually been on the bus before. They're curious. What's important to know if someone's never ridden the bus before?
How to plan your trip. So to plan your trip, go to our website, palmtran.org, enter your destination and starting point to figure out how to plan your trip. You can also pick up our rider's guides on board the buses and at all of our library locations. Also, be sure to have your cash fare ready of $2, or you can purchase a daily pass, which costs $5. This gives you unlimited rides on our Palm Tran system for the day. Our daily passes can be purchased at the West Palm Beach Intermodal, at our Palm Tran offices at 50 South Military Trail, and all library locations, as well as our Palm Tran website, where you can purchase a pass by mail. Also, to signal for the bus stop, pull the cord. You don't need to do that at our major transit hubs. The bus stops there automatically.
Fantastic. And for people that may be interested or they need to get a ride through Connection, are those some of the things that they can also go fill out there as well?
Yes. On our Palm Tran website, all of this information is available to them.
Fantastic. Now, if someone still needed assistance, and I know you've laid this out really well for us, but if they still need assistance planning a trip, what kind of services are available for them? How do they reach out and find out more?
You can call Palm Tran offices at 561-841-4BUS or 561-841-4287.
All right, Anna, thank you so much for being here with us. We sure appreciate all of your help and all the work you do for planning at Palm Tran.
Thank you, Farron.
Yeah. And thank you all for joining us as well and for watching Transit Works. You can always find more information on the topics that we discussed here, and also visit on Facebook. You can follow up on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram as well. We'll see you next time.